Sup, my name is Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Welcome to Coffee Time, a Monday morning discussion-based video that is released at night because that's when you guys seem to watch it, and it's fine by me. It's fine by me. Anyway, today on this Coffee Time, we are talking... There was no channel update. You guys want a channel update? No? Okay. Someone's gonna go, I wanted a channel update. Well, there's really not one this week. Maybe next week. But this week we're talking about what can Konami do to basically make the game better for you. And I'm going to answer that question. Hopefully you guys will in the comments, and I'll read them off next week so everyone can see what your thoughts are. Hopefully we'll get enough. I'm hoping we get like 50 people or just 50 comments in there. I know that's a lot to ask for. I'm not just asking for comments. I'm asking for the community to come together, speak your voice. Doesn't matter what you want in this game. It could be from the ban list. It could be a booster pack. It could be something with the tins. It could be anything as long as it relates to Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't care what it is. I have like 5 big things I really just want to go over, and that's what I'm going to go over in this video. The number one most important thing that Ryu has to go over is this. The meta. Oh god. When we talk about the meta, some feelings are hurt. I understand it. Trust me, I do. A long time ago in a different galaxy in 2006-8, Ryu used to play meta. And he used to play meta like it was the freaking... It was the end of the earth. I played every single meta deck up to that point, including Teledad. Let me tell you something. I do dabble time to time with meta decks. I do still understand the comprehension of the competitive format and how it must be prevailed and how it feels to have your entire deck be worthless. But that is something that just happens in Yu-Gi-Oh! And after a while you get used to it and you actually start being smart, you plan ahead, and you make your money back. And you gotta know exactly how to. If you're gonna play competitive, you have to know how to. It's just a thing. I will eventually probably do a video for that, basically how you can play competitive, save your money, and basically keep yourself safe within the game. But before I do that, I have to do what I promised for the new players, is basically make a more comprehensive how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Video, because I did promise them that, and I haven't been able to keep up on that because I've been just playing catch-up. So that's only a little update there. I understand how it feels to basically have that feeling of losing out, that no one gives a shit. Trust me, I've been there. I know the feeling. But what happens is the majority of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't want to deal with the meta deck after a certain point in time. Have your time to shine, then get the fuck out the game. That's pretty much the premises of a meta deck. I've played Chaos Dragons competitively. I had fun with that deck competitively. But I knew that something in the deck was going to get hit. And I honestly didn't care because it was the one meta deck that I said I will retire playing meta with competitively 100% because I didn't have the time frame. That was exactly when the time frame started dwindling down for me to really have the time to go out and play and travel and do everything for that, just for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it was ridiculous. And there'd be a lot of sleepless nights where I'd be able to make the trip, but I wouldn't really have it in me to really want to play the tournament. And that's the only reason why I stepped down before anyone talks bullshit. So what needs to happen is the meta cannot stay as stale as it has been for so long. And that's not just right now. This has been an ongoing problem for the past 2 years. Either it's power creep status or it's just freaking the same old. It needs a good shakeup. Star Seraphs came out. We were hyped. It did nothing. Infernoids came out. We were hyped. It did nothing. Ignites came out. Oh my god, this is going to be broken. It did nothing. Chicken Race comes out. Oh my god, this is going to be amazing. It still hasn't done nothing except power up more fucking decks that are still not meta. Ritual Beast, the most underrated freaking thing to come out of the Secret Forces, almost became meta. Almost. They were like right underneath. Necrons. Everyone said they were overhyped. They became meta. Burning Abyss, meta. Shadows, meta. I don't know why I'm screwing up words. But you guys understand the whole point here. It has been an ongoing issue ever since Dragon Ruler and Prophecy, just around that time frame, that has been going dull and dull and dull. And to the To the amazing, amazing people who want Dragon Rulers back, please understand everyone else's viewpoint. They broke a lot of cards in this game. They are broken in design. They were the most broken design flaw card power creep example that we have ever seen come out of this game. They are the definition of what goes on a ban list, to be fair. So please understand when people say don't have it come back, that's what they're talking about. I understand everyone, has their perfect Yu-Gi-Oh! For a lot of us, Dragon Rulers are not it. For a lot of us, Shadowls are not it. For a lot of us, Chaos are not it. For me, it's where most of the players are happy. We have maybe 2 decks that are meta, and they get switched out within 4 packs. I think that's fair, because that's about a year's time frame. When I say 4 packs, that's about a full year. Now, I've always been under the thing that after 6 months, a deck deserves a hit if it's really a problem, because it keeps the game healthy. We have 3-month formats. What should be done in the 3-month formats, at least how I see it? 1 format, deck gets hit. The next 3-month format, we bring something back to spark the game's interest again. The following one, deck gets hit, rinse, repeat. I feel it would be predictable, but at the same time it'd be a little more okay, I have time to prepare, instead of like we are now where you don't know what the fuck Konami's doing until they announce it. Where it used to be, okay, ban list is coming up at this exact date and I have this many weeks to sell off my deck so I don't lose money and I could pretty much buy a brand new deck. Or I could just keep a $20 deck with me so I have something to play while I sell that crap off so I don't get affected by the ban list. That's how I used to do it. And that's how many of you should be doing it. But again, without knowing exact dates from Konami, we get fucked and then everyone's sad and pissed off and doesn't want their deck hit after a while. I understand that premises. I understand both sides. I feel Konami needs to shake up the game because the whole freaking game is just stale right now. We need a good ban list. That is something that is needed. I feel Megatins are not really a perfect situation to reprint cards. I'm actually going to break this down for you so you can actually understand this. I know there's going to be a big debate when we open Megatins on the channel, whether it be 1 or 50 or whatever it is. Well, you guys said you don't like Megatins. I'm just going to break this down. We like collecting cards. But not all of us, myself mainly, want to basically open packs to pull stuff we don't want. Now, that is always a thing with packs. And I'm really not giving 2 shits about Noden at the moment. To be completely blunt and honest, I really don't care about Noden at the moment. There may become a time in the future where I actually do, but for the decks I'm IRL playing, I'm really not all that interested in Noden. But I will be an advocate to say Noden is a godly good card. And obviously I have the next meta video out on it that came out yesterday. So you can hear my feelings there. You can hear my feelings. Someone's going to make a pun of that. Anyway, what I'm saying is with the Megatins, I am so used to, for the longest time till about last year with these tins, having a certain design of the tins. Either it was you get this promo card and you get 5 packs, which I didn't really care for, but I cared for one that followed, which was around the time of Shooting Star Dragon and Red Nova Dragon. Basically, you got the cover card, and you got 4 promos, and you got 5 packs. Those 4 promos in each of the tins were different. So you had 8 cards people wanted reprinted. You had special editions where people had cards they wanted reprinted. Megatins are better for Konami, worse for us. Because Konami can go, it's in here, buy tins until you pull it. It's good for the secondary market. Buy tins, sell stuff off you don't want. What happens is, though, unlike something like what I was just pointing out with the Shooting Star Dragon tin, the cards that are reprinted there, their prices will remain low. As we've seen with Exciton Knight, and it is pretty much the only example, I'll be fair, with the Megatins, and I have mine, so I'm good, so no one can say that that's the only reason I'm saying this, is it skyrockets back up. And then you're sitting there going, well, it's $50 cheaper than it used to be, but I still have to drop $30 on it. I know people are going to say hobbies are expensive. That's just something that happens with the game. You know, if you're coming into a hobby, you have to spend money to get to point A to point B. I've always known that. If I wanted to do PC gaming, it's going to cost me at least $600, like I did. Or if I want to play Xbox, if I pick up the Xbox One, it's going to be around $450 with games and stuff. And then there's internet and whatnot, but you understand my point. With Yu-Gi-Oh, we have something that does help out. It's called Dead Pro. But then you get to the point where you want to build that deck and it doesn't happen. The other thing I really want to talk about, and it goes into the stale format thing. I wish Ritual Beasts, Infernoids, not Satellarknights, Ignites wouldn't have been just hype. I wish they would have made something of themselves. But that's partly Konami's fault, and I have a different video for that. So I'm just gently touching upon it. That's something I wish they would have done. Alright. One more thing. I hope to God this actually does happen. I hope to the Egyptian guide cards this actually does happen. Many of you may care to disagree. I wish Konami would go back to 2 secret rares per box. That is the one thing I always want more than anything on this earth is for Konami, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, is for Konami to put 2 secret rares in a box. That's it. Both of those secret rares to be extremely good. So it doesn't matter which one you pull. But you know, you and I both know why Konami does 8 secret rares. Hey, we got cases to sell. Hey, you know, you give us $600, you can have all the boxes in there. And you want, let's see, you want 3 of those. You're gonna have to buy at least 3 or 4 of these cases. And well, basic math. Sum it up for yourself, $3,600. That's not a cakewalk. That's a freaking paycheck. But okay, not for all of us, but you understand what I mean. It is what it is. But I honestly wish Konami would go back to it. I feel the only reason they won't is obviously they want to sell packs. Outside of that, I would just hope for Heavy Storm Shadows to come back. Things on the ban list, like I said in the top 5 video, that don't need to be there anymore. You can care or disagree. I disagree with Dragon Rulers ever coming back outside of just Tempest. Just Tempest alone. You bring back 2, you're asking for problems. You bring back 1, it'll be okay. Because Tempest helps out Dragoonies and helps out Ritual Beast. And then you reprint Ritual Beast and you reprint Dragoonies and a Dragoonie box set and a Ritual Beast box set, and then you can make money and bring the card back. But that's not a Konami smart enough thing to do. Just saying. You guys let me know in the comments below what exactly would you want Konami to do, and next week I'll read it off, but I will respond to your comments as always. I'm Rio for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, as I was saying, the top 5 cards that should come off the ban list, I'm sorry, top 10 cards that should come off the ban list is in the little featured box, one of these 2 boxes here, and in the other one is what we released this morning, or basically the Dark Magician deck profile that Mikey was kind enough to send over to us to upload for you guys. I will be working on my own personal Dark Magician deck. Nothing against Mikey, I just want to play Dark Magicians. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.